Adwoa was born with a gift many only dreamed of: brilliance. From her earliest school days, she stood out effortlessly. Teachers admired her sharp mind, and classmates watched in awe as she skipped classes and rose far above her peers. By the age of 19, Adwoa had completed university, already far ahead in life. But intelligence, though powerful, could not cover her greatest weakness: character. Adwoa was rude, dismissive, and harsh with her words. She spoke down to her peers, ignored advice, and showed little respect even to elders. Those who tried to correct her were often shut out. Her closest friend, Abigail, warned her repeatedly, "Adwoa, intelligence will open doors," Abigail would say softly. "But how you treat people will decide how long those doors stay open." Adwoa never listened. After national service and 2 years of working at a reputable firm, she launched her own fashion and beauty business, Beauty Boutique. The shop quickly became one of the most talked about places in Accra. It was modern, well-equipped and stylish. Women came from all corners of the city for hair, nails, spa treatments, and custom outfits. Adwoa became popular. She became admired. But she also became lonely. Clients came and left. Workers stayed, but complained quietly. Men were attracted to her beauty and success, yet none stayed long. Many blamed her sharp tongue and unforgiving pride. Adwoa never apologized, even when she knew she was wrong. As she approached 30, her mother grew worried. One evening, her mother sat her down gently and asked about her future: marriage, companionship, stability. She reminded Adwoa that many men had come and gone, but none serious enough to stay. Some were drawn by money, others by beauty, but all eventually walked away, using her attitude as their excuse. Adwoa brushed it off. Soon after, her mother insisted she attend a 3-day fasting and prayer program at Glorious Baptist Church. Reluctantly, Adwoa agreed. It was her first time attending since the family relocated from Tema to Accra. The worship was powerful. The atmosphere was heavy with prayer. But while hearts were lifted, Adwoa's attention stayed on her phone. Likes, comments, followers. That evening, the church keyboardist James Mireku noticed her. Something about her seemed familiar, though he couldn't place it. After service, he approached her politely to welcome her. Adwoa responded with cold dismissal. James apologized and walked away quietly. 2 days later, fate brought them together again. Early one morning, Adwoa's car broke down on a busy highway. Calls for help went unanswered. Even her mechanic hung up still, offended by her harsh words from a previous encounter. As frustration and fear crept in, a familiar car pulled over. It was James. Despite her attitude, he offered help. He wasn't a mechanic, but he went out of his way to find one for her. The car was fixed. Advice was given. Adwoa paid the mechanic and drove off. No thank you. No acknowledgement. James stood there hurt, confused and disappointed. That evening, on the final day of the church program, James saw Adwoa again. After service, he gently confronted her, not with anger, but honesty. "Why are you always rude to me?" he asked. "I helped you, and you treated me like nothing." Instead of reflection, Adwoa responded with insults. When James urged her to change and reminded her about manners, something snapped. In a moment of uncontrolled anger, Adwoa struck him. James collapsed. Moments later, chaos followed. Though help came quickly, James passed away due to an underlying illness, triggered by the incident. What began as pride ended in tragedy. Adwoa's world shattered. She was arrested, charged, and later sentenced to 25 years in prison. In the courtroom, her mother wept uncontrollably. Friends, family, and workers watched helplessly as a life of promise faded into regret. Inside the cold silence of prison walls, Adwoa finally understood a painful truth. Intelligence can build success. Beauty can attract attention. But character determines destiny. Too late, she learned that pride is louder than wisdom and far more destructive. Why was Adwoa so bitter? And why did she ignore every warning until it was too late? Moral lesson: no matter how gifted or successful you are, a bad attitude and uncontrolled anger can destroy your future faster than failure ever could. Adwoa had everything the world celebrates, yet lost everything that truly mattered because she refused to change. Let this be a reminder. Before life forces you to learn through loss, choose to learn through humility. Before pride speaks, let wisdom answer. And before anger reacts, let character lead. Some lessons come softly through advice, others come loudly through regret. The choice is always ours.